Party people, what's good? Listen, it is day number three, whatever you want to call it. Yes, day number 3 of 31 days of helping you build a better brand and grow your business. Listen, day 1 was incredible. Day 2 was even better, but it was kind of hard. We had to talk about some harsh realities, but I think I'm going to be a little lighter on you today, and I'm going to give you some game. And honestly, I think this is going to be the best video I have ever made. So I don't care if you don't watch any of the other videos. Well, actually, I do care. But day 3 may completely disregard day 4 through day 31. Day 3 is going to speak more to where we are now. So I know I always talk about long-term success, but day 3 is going to help you turn the corner quickly so you'll be ready to go into 2021. Let's get to it. That didn't go right. All right, so let's jump right into it. But before I do that, shout out to today's sponsor of the video, which is none other than my barber. You know, shout out to the People's Choice Cuts and Styles. Yeah, y'all know I love wearing my hat, but there's nothing like getting your hair cut. You just feel like a totally different person. And he's time I've been cutting my hair forever now, for at least the last decade. You know what I'm saying? So black men don't cheat. All right, we don't cheat on our barbers. We don't cheat, period. We're breaking all stereotypes, all stigmas. Black women don't cheat. Black men don't cheat. We don't cheat. All right, we're doing better in 2020, 2021. All right, we're not cheating, but we definitely know we don't cheat on our barbers. We don't cheat on our stylists. So definitely shout out to my barber. Shout out to all the barbers in the world that are making, black men feel like the kings that we actually are. And I do, kind of got stuck in the camera a little bit. But anyway, let's get to today's topic. All right, so we're still on this track talking about branding. We are still on this track talking about building your business. Day 1, we kind of laid a foundation for what is branding. And we really kind of talked about branding and what it's not, which is marketing. So again, just to quickly reiterate, marketing is how you feel about yourself. Branding is how your audience feels about you. So we get to day number 2, and we talk about your why. We talk about, in order to build your business, you first got to build yourself. But the blueprint that you want to use to build yourself, to build your personal brand, should be built around your why. So yesterday's video was all about your personal brand is your why. And what are your convictions? What are your values? What are the things that fuel you? What are the things that drive you? What makes you go? Because those are going to be the things that really connect you with your audience. We talked about being a problem solver and how the most successful businesses solve problems, and we talked about the difficulty of people to really grasp branding because it's not something they can control. And a lot of the issues that we have is we want to be in control of everything. So this is where I say, okay, today, how can I really help you get back some of the control in your life? And personal branding is one of those things where you can have a lot more control. You can have a lot more say so in what you want people to understand about you, because that's really what personal branding is all about. I don't even necessarily like calling it personal branding, because to me it falls more under the category of marketing. Remember what I said, marketing is how you feel about yourself. It's your first impression. It's what you want people to think. It's what you want people to see. And so that's part of the influencer culture, the social media culture that we see, where everybody has the ability to recreate themselves, to create this image, whether it's accurate, whether it's true, or whether it's false. You know what I'm saying? Technology and social media has given us the ability to be able to do that. And you see people, everybody's talking about personal branding, building their brand, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, and just really showing themselves to people. And so, even though it's called personal branding, I think it more falls under the category of marketing. But I do want to speak to that and shout out, to the GOAT, Ken Branson. Y'all know I talk about Ken all the time from Mastermind Productions. But he has done numerous digital storytelling workshops, and so I'm kind of gonna hop on his coattails today. But I definitely want to not pay respects, but I want to honor him for laying the foundation, because in talking about personal branding today, yesterday we said personal branding is your why. Today we're saying personal branding is your story. I'm gonna say it one more time. Personal branding is your story. When we talk about story, when we talk about storytelling, we should be able to see, when I go to your Instagram, let's say Instagram for example, it shouldn't just be a matter of motivational quotes. It shouldn't just be a matter of the right fonts. It shouldn't just be a matter of these great high resolution edited pictures and graphics and all of these things. You know, that's why I really don't put a lot of emphasis on it like I used to, because I want you to see my story. I want you to be able to grow with me from the beginning of the story to the end of the story, which we don't know when that ever is going to be, but I want you to be able to take this journey with me. And so a lot of times we put too much emphasis on the wrong things. And the reason I say that is because there should be some level of context behind all of the content that you're creating. Okay. So we put too much emphasis on looking the part, but what happens is we say a whole bunch of nothing. So for me, you know, I considered myself, you know, to be the jack of all trades, but the master of none. Shout out to King, you know, Kingsbury. That we used to have that conversation all the time. It's like, yo, you're talented and you're gifted at so many different things, but at what point are you going to take all of those things together, all of those little gifts, bring them together? So like the fist, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have these 5 things that I'm good at. If I bring them together, I'll be great at this one thing, and that's what people will know me for. And so, you know, we talked about branding being like, you know, a marriage. And we talked about, you know, the relationship between you and your customer. Well, what is one of the biggest downfalls of relationships? Communication. Okay, so if that's the case, then one of the biggest reasons that businesses, and you may be struggling in your business or to build your personal brand, is communication. You know, you look good. You know, you look the part. You know, your outfit looks great. Your logo pops. Your business card is great. Your website is great. Your packaging is dope. You look the part. Your marketing is down packed because you feel great about yourself, but you don't know how to communicate with your audience. You know, you look good, but you're not really saying anything. I can go to your Instagram and I'm like, it looks great. There are a whole bunch of quotes and I see all these great product services or whatever, but there's no conviction. I don't really feel like I'm part of the journey, you know? And so if you don't know how to communicate with your audience in a way that not only gains their interest, but also gains their trust, then you will never get them to commit to you and say, I do. All right. That's a mouthful in itself, you know. So the goal is to build lifelong relationships. The most successful brands, you know, they have lifelong relationships with their customer. That comes from trust. That comes from time. So one of the things I say, I actually had to write it down here is so I could remember it. One thing you need to remember today: create content that clearly communicates your character. All right. Create content that clearly communicates your character. When I'm talking about character, that's twofold. And just so you know, this video may be a little longer than 10 minutes. It's not going to be a lot longer. I'm still going to try to keep it as close to 10 as possible, but I want to talk about a little bit more things. So twofold with character. Your character, your integrity as a person, people's perception of you, how they just feel about you in general. But then you got to understand that you are a character. You know, a lot of people tell me like, boy, you is crazy. You are a character. No, but literally, we are all a character in our own story. And so I want you to create content that clearly communicates that character so that when people hear your story, they see you in the story clearly. Again, going back to Ken, you know, and talking about storytelling, you know, we've come to understand, whether it's in books, whether it's in movies or whatever, great storytelling is built around one central character, typically one central character who encounters all of these many challenges. They face all of these challenges on their journey, and somehow they have to find a way to navigate through all of those challenges in order to find a solution to get to the destination, okay? All right, so how does that apply when it comes to business and branding? Well, one of the things I talk about all the time is translating your personality into profit. So there's a transformation, there's a transition that takes place. We want to go from personality, and just, being silly, whatever, people liking us. We want to get paid for the likes. We don't want people to just like it. We don't want people to just love it. We don't want people to just subscribe so they can see us do what we do. We want to get paid. We want to profit off of our personality, because our personality is really the only thing we can't control. We can't control branding, because remember, branding is perception. That's how your audience feels about you. But we can't control, our personality. So I always talk about turning personality into profit. So what happens is you go from branding yourself to branding your business. Remember what I said yesterday, when you understand how to position yourself to solve somebody else's problem, the most successful brands, businesses in the world, they're problem solvers. And so the thing is, when you're just being yourself, but being yourself is actually solving a problem for somebody else, you let the audience dictate you creating the business. A lot of us start the business and then try to find the audience. No, find the audience first through your personality, user persona profiles, okay? Find the audience first, and then your audience will actually dictate the business it is you need to create. That way you're not struggling at the beginning saying, yo, nobody is buying my products, nobody is booking me for services, nobody really cares. They clap. They say, hey, congratulations, you started a business. But yeah, you're not trying to help me be successful in this business because you're not buying anything. But I need I need monetization to actually go with the likes that I'm creating. So again, we started off branding ourselves, and then we let that dictate how we brand the business. We go from personality to profit. In the story, your character goes from character. Now by the end of the story, they go to a hero. The most successful businesses are heroes. They're not just a brand, they're not just a business, they are a hero. How do we know that? Because in your journey, you had to face many challenges. You had to overcome those challenges. So you had to find creative ways. This is one of the things you got to understand about being a creative. You had to find creative ways to navigate and find a solution, create a solution to get out of what you're in. What happens is, when you share that with people say, yo, I had the same problem. Yo, so you think that may work? I don't know. Let's try it. So you take the solutions that you created for the problem that you had, and now you start applying it to other people's situations, and it works. And they say, yo, what you did for me worked. I told 5 other people they need your help. 1 can put 1,000 in a flight. 2 can put 10,000 in a flight. I told you this brand evangelism thing might actually stick. So in your journey, you overcame the challenges that you faced, and you created solutions. So now, instead of just being a character, you are a hero. You have transitioned from personality to profit. The brand is the character. Your brand should have character. Your brand is the character, but your business is the hero. We're trying to translate personality into profit. We're going from personal branding to branding for business. We're going from just being a character in a story that you think didn't even matter to being a hero, because now you are literally solving problems for everybody else. That's all it is. That's all storytelling is. That's all it is. It's built around one central character. And so we have to get to a place of stop trying to look the part. That's why a lot of times I don't care if my hair is done, if it's not. If my face is broke out, if it's not. My lights are not up, my setup is crazy. It doesn't matter, because the content is really what I need you to grab hold of. And if I can get you to understand this content, then we're good. Because now, instead of me just being a character, being like, yo, that boy wild, at some point, I'm gonna transition to be a hero. Because you're gonna say, yo, I took your advice, I took what you said, I put it into practice, and this is what happened. And these are guaranteed methods I'm talking about. This ain't something just on a whim. This works. This works. A lot of people will charge you $1,000 to tell you what I just said in 30 minutes. So me going over by 4 or 5 minutes, trust me, it'll be worth every single penny. Your personal brand is your story. What is it that you're afraid to talk about? What is it? What are your convictions? What is the thing that drives you, but you're afraid to talk about? People say, yo, I want to start a YouTube channel, but I don't know what to talk about. Tell your story. There are 7 billion people in the world. There is a great chance that at least one of those 7 billion people has had a similar experience to yours. You are a problem solver. You're waiting on people to buy your product. The world is waiting on you to say, hey, what's your story? Because that's your why. Your why comes out in your story. All right? Listen. Today, I'm telling you, this video will probably be the greatest video I've ever made. So I really, really, really need you to grab hold of this. All right. So I need you to like this. I don't even never really ask y'all to do this. I need you to like this. I need you to comment. I need you to share this to your story. I need you to tag 5 people that you think need to see this. Entrepreneurs, artists, singers, designers, dancers, preachers, whoever. If you're trying to grow your band, grow your brand, build your brand and grow your business and create a community around the things that you're passionate about, create, inspire, and solve, I need you to tag them. I love you. Day 3. I love you. I'm going to be posting this all day. So if y'all tired of me already, you're just going to have to be tired of me. All right. Y'all be easy. I'm proud of you. I love you. Let's keep going. Let's keep building. Let's keep climbing. I'm holding up 2, and I really should be holding up 3. All right, y'all be easy. All right, so look, I got a surprise for you, but you got to do some work to get the surprise. All right, so my shirt, black coffee, black culture, black people. You can't love black coffee, you cannot love black culture, and not love black people. If you like this shirt, I'm gonna give you a chance to get this shirt. 5 people. And this is gonna prove how many people actually pay attention and watch all of my content. So 5 people. I'm gonna do this for 5 people, all right? I'm gonna send out 5 of these shirts over the next couple of days. So 5 people. I need you to do several things. Number 1, I need you to like the post. Number 2, I need you to comment on the post. And when you're commenting on the post, I need you to tag 3 people, because this is day 3. So I need you to tag 3 people in the post. And number 4, I need you to share it to your story. So number 1, I need you to like it. Number 2, I need you to comment. Number 3, I need you to tag 3 people. And 4, I need you to share this to your story. All right. And if I've only got, depending on how, I don't know, I'm 5 people. If there are more than 5, then we'll do some random things. If it's only 5, then it's 5. Let's say it's only 2. Then 2 people will get extra shirts. Okay. All right. So 5, I'm going to do this for 5 people. Like it. Comment. Tag 3 people because it's day 3. And then share this to your story. All right. Let's go.